Hello, everyone. Thanks for checking in with Callie. These next four games, I will say for the Clippers are definitely going to tell us where they are. It's definitely going to show us who they are, and it's definitely going to, let us know what they need to improve on going forward. Because, in regards to their schedule, the next four games, as you see, they got the Pacers, Mavs, Celtics, Thunder. Now, I could tell you, three out of these four games on the road and, one game at home against the Celtics. But, these next four games, I think it's going to really give us more of an analysis or more of where the Clippers are in regards to, where they stack up against, the better teams. Now, the Pacers, you can kind of go back and forth with that one, but I really like Tyrese Halliburton. I think he's really good. I think he's a superstar in the making. I like his game and I like everything he provides to it. I think he's really a little bit too flashy, for Indiana. That's more of like a, blue collar, type place or something like that. He would look better, a lot better on a LA team or out here in LA or maybe even the New York Knicks. He just needs to be more of a bigger market the way his game is. I think his game is big time. But either way, it's going to be a tough task. I'm not sure if he's going to play specifically tonight against the Clippers. I heard he had some type of minor injury or something like that, which that'd be good for the Clippers so they can add another win, hopefully. But, you still got to go out there and perform either way, whether he's there or not. But, I still think the Pacers are a formidable team. They've beaten some of the best teams. They've beaten, I believe, Denver. I've seen them beat Milwaukee. They've beaten some really good teams, you know what I'm saying? And I think they're more formidable than what they used to be or, in years past. But I definitely think that's a challenge. And, the rest, OKC, the Celtics, the Mavs are always a challenge for the Clippers. But these four games, we're going to see more so where the Clippers are in regards to how their offense is, but in regards to how they approach the games defensively. Because here in the last several games, they've been approaching the game defensively, head on, straight up first. They haven't even been, I feel like they've been focused so much on the defensive end and they just let their offense kind of flow how it goes. And that's what the type of mindset the Clippers are going to need, because this little 4-game stretch here and, 3 out of these 4 games on the road, is going to really kind of, like I said, dictate to us, where they are in regards to how they stack up against some of the better teams, especially, that OKC and the Celtics, especially those two specifically. But I know the Mavs always kind of give the Clippers trouble, just because it's the Mavericks, and it's just like a bittersweet rivalry or something like that. But in the Pacers, like I said, the Pacers been a surprise to me this year, ultimately, and it may have been because they got the addition of Bruce Brown and a couple others. But I like what they're doing out there so far. I don't think they can really win a championship or anything, but they did make it far in the play-in tournament. They was the finalists in the play-in tournament against the Lakers, so or one of the finalists. So they've been playing fairly well this year, and you got to give them some credit. But at the same time, the Clippers have a multitude of answers for a lot of teams coming at them, because they have 4-star players that can attack you from different ways, and they're all 4 different animals from that can attack you in all different ways that you might not be ready for as the opposing team. So I'm definitely intrigued to see where the Clippers are and how they stack up against some of these teams and what type of outcome it's going to be. I definitely think, the Clippers could win all 4, but I definitely think there's going to be some challenges in there where we're going to see, if we analyze and critique throughout the game, where the Clippers can actually improve going forward based upon this little 4-game stretch that they have right here. Now, of course, this is not going to define their season or anything like that, but I definitely think in regards to tonight's game, I think they'll find a way to beat the Pacers, but the Clippers are going to have to put up some points, I believe, not unless they can just, stifle the Pacers defensively where, it neutralizes some of their offense, which I think the Clippers can do that. So by me saying that, the score I'm going to pick for, tonight's game or against the Pacers, I'm going to go, 110-90. Matter of fact, I'm going to go 110-90. Yeah, 90. Yeah, stick with that. 110-90. I'm gonna go ahead and stick with that because I think the Clippers defense could really give them some trouble. I think Kawhi Leonard's just a defensive guru himself. I think with Paul George back there too, it's gonna really make things a little bit more difficult in regards to especially, in regards to the Pacers offense. If the Clippers decide to trap as soon as they get, past half court, it's going to give the Pacers a little bit of issues there. If Halliburton plays, which I do believe he will, they're going to have to watch out for some of his passing and things like that, because he can just score, pass. He can kind of really do it all, so he's one of those players that can break a team down, break a team's defense down just by everything that he does and what he brings and some of the shooters he have around him. So the Clippers are going to have to be careful and not fall into traps and things like that, but just basically play your defense the way you've been playing it and play it at the highest level you can, because they are a team that, can put up a lot of points. I think the Pacers are one of the top teams in the league in regards to points, in regards to points they average. Now, I think they give up a significant amount of points per game, but they do average a significant amount of points per game. So, with that being said, you have to play them in regards to, focus on the defensive end and not try to go in a track meet with them and just score for score. I don't think that's really going to work, even though I do think the Clippers can outscore them. But, it could be one of those nights where, everybody's not in tune offensively, for the Clippers. So if that happens and you got one or two guys really scoring and the other ones aren't, then you got to make it up on the defensive end. So I think the Clippers can do that, and they will. But I definitely think they can get through this 4-game stretch here. I definitely think it's, within their favor. But, being on the road some is definitely another animal all on its own, because you're on the road and you're trying to, fight and claw, get some of those wins. Is going to be kind of tough, but the Clippers can do it, definitely. But I definitely think we need to pay attention to this 4-game stretch here and see where they are and see where they stack up amongst some of the better teams, even though this is not all the best teams in the league. But at the same time, seeing them play against especially the Celtics and OKC, those two specifically more than anything. But you could throw the Mavericks in there too, simply because the Mavericks just always seem to be on the Clippers' heels, but the Clippers seem to always usually, play them very good. And Luka always has a great game against the Clippers. So you never can count them out, especially now they got Kyrie, since last year. They're definitely even more vulnerable than what they were. So, with that being said, I definitely can't wait to see it and wait to see how it pans out. But I definitely think the Clippers can extend their winning streak going forward. I think they can extend it to, 11 game win streak. It's just going to be tough. It's not going to be easy, especially going on the road. And then, you follow up coming back home against a team like Boston. Like, yeah, that could be a tough one, definitely. And it is going to be a tough one. But either way, we'll see what the Clippers do and see how they pan out and see how they stack up and, see what they need to improve on, going forward to make them the team that we all think they could be, which is a championship caliber team.